Welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Seattle Mariners. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
And I'll be interested to see if these teams approach it any differently, with one on the brink of elimination and the other just a win away from putting an end to this thing. You know, in the postseason, I think you have to treat every game the same, but there's something about an elimination game that can put a team just into a different mindset.
Yeah, and the strategy could certainly change in this type of game. It's hard to manage the same way when in any given at-bat, it can impact everything you've been working for throughout the season. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go, and towing the slab in this one, Bryce Miller.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup put together by manager Alex Cora. Now here is Masataka Yoshida. Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Throw is offline, and he's got a double.
Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
One down. So stepping in for Boston, Rafael Devers. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
On the ground right side, Gorman. The throw to first, and Devers is set down.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Gorman. Third out. And the Red Sox lead 1. Now it'll bottom of the first. And stepping in for the Mariners, Stone Garrett. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And misses inside. That one finds the zone, and 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Righty to the plate. Hit in the air, right field. Hauls it in for the out. Jonathan India at the plate. And that one is lifted in the air. Yoshida has this one sized up and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Julio Rodriguez in the box now. No balls and a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Hit hard on the ground is short. Whips it to Casas, and that is that. Mariners go down quietly there. second inning set to go. And stepping in for Boston, Manuel Valdez. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Chris, you and I have gotten to work some memorable postseason games together. One I look back on, 2013 ALCS Game 2, the David Ortiz Grand Slam. Raleigh makes the play, and there's one away.
For me, Boo, the game I remember is us calling the 2014 AL wildcard game. The Kansas City Royals hosting the Oakland A's. The Royals come from behind to win in extra innings and move on to the division series. They had such a great run that it ended up in the World Series, losing to the San Francisco Giants.
Vaughn Grissom in now, takes ball one off the plate. In the air, right field, and it falls. So a man aboard now with one away. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Kyle Teal. That one's in there. Strike one. Swing and a miss.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
Going to count 1-2. Grissom, the base runner at first with one out. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And another ball. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Brings it in. Runner tagging from first. Now he changes his mind and heads back to first without a throw. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. And a foul ball. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in Game 4. Out towards right center field. Touches down. That's a hit. Relay to second, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. One left for the Red Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. Here's Nolan Gorman. The wind to kick the pitch. Just missed.
One ball, no strike.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball two. Right through there for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And he'll be safe at first. Now, Jordan Walker. That one misses. Ball one.
1-0.
That's a little bit low.
2-0.
Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Got a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees. That's if their catcher can present it properly.
Second inning here, no score. To third might be two. Devers throws on to first. That's one out the bottom of the second.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened. So you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Next pitch is outside.
2-0 to count.
Right through there for a strike. Man at second. On the ground right side. Slides for the stop. Sends it to first. 2 out. Cal Raleigh getting ready to hit. First pitch misses. Fought off foul. 2 outs and a runner at third here in game 4 of this ALDS. Next offering is in for a strike. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. 2 outs. Gets under it and pops it up. Story in position. And that is the inning. Mariners leave 1. We'll move to the third with no score. On to the third inning. And now the right fielder, Heriberto Hernandez. And he deals. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Rodriguez settles under it. Makes the grab, 1 away. Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Line drive, and now maybe extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, and that's a 2-bagger.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in, because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
1 out, runner at second. Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. That's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. The tag, and he's safe.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And here is Devers, grounded out his first time. Ball 1 there. That one ripped. To the warning track, makes the catch. Go to second, and they got him. Double play. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And the home team down a run. Back in Seattle as we go to the last of the third. Here's the veteran shortstop, Willie Adames. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Adames goes 6'1", 215 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Got him. And there's 1 down.
Oh, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off of his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play. if it's anywhere close, and I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
The Mariners trailing by a run here in the last half of the third. And a foul ball. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Back to the top of the lineup, Stone Garrett up next for the Mariners. Hit hard, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. And now the DH, Jonathan India. Fly to left his first time. And the pitch a little bit low, ball one. Garrett leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Just off the inside edge. And a base hit right there. Throw in hurts the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Well, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Rodriguez at the plate now, and that's inside. That's outside, and the count is 2-0.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And a good eye there.
Looks like he's still trying to find a consistent release point on that curveball. That one just sort of popped out of his hand. No real command and finish to it. It's going to be real important for him to finish that pitch, throw it down in the zone where he wants to, if it's going to be effective for him throughout this game.
Slider clips the corner.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Got him swinging for the K. He swung over top of the curveball. Game 4 of the division series. So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Tristan Casas. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Adames makes the catch. One up, one down.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Valdez stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And now it's even up. 51 away, top half of inning number 4. Pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And now 2 gone.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And that one hammered. That ball's carrying. And caught on the warning track. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Nolan Gorman. Crawford back to work. And that one fouled off.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Ground ball to the right side. Into the outfield, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Walker takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Gorman aboard here at first with nobody out. Right through there for a strike. On the ground to short, could be two. Story over to second, and that's two.
Well, almost any time you roll over and send a 2-ball to short at this level, you can pretty much count on a double play. Middle infielders are just so reliable, and they work on these plays all the time, so it almost becomes like second nature.
Vinny Pasquantino up next for the Mariners. Grounded out his first time. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
No strike.
Bounce to third. Devers fires over to first. And that ends the inning. Back at T-Mobile Park. New inning getting started. Leading off, Kyle Teal. The pitch. And there's a foul ball.
You know, these Red Sox doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning. Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Trevor Story. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
One out, base is empty. There's a swing and a drive. Back there. And out of here. He hammers one out to right. His second home run of the series, and they boost their lead. It's 2-0.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Hernandez swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Gorman throws on to first. 2 away. So the lineup flips over. Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 2. This one in the air. McKinstry settles under it. Nabs it. And that is that. Boston with another on the solo blast. And it's 2-0. This is the American League Division Series on the show.
Plus we got hitters on deck, but you word now. We gon' pull up, hood up.
And we're back. John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5. Cal Raleigh. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, these Mariners just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
And a pitch. That one down the line, and that's just foul.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position.
Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. And they've got their first run. It's 2-1. Willie Adames stands in. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Right down to shoot. 0-1. Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
The 0-2. Hard ground ball for a base stop. Throws wide, and it gets past him at first. And he's into second with nobody out.
Well, that's just an unacceptable error right there. Just kind of lackadaisical in getting it back into the infield, and there's really no excuse for that. Turned a simple single into a runner in scoring position now. In today's game, outs are valuable, so guys aren't just willing to give themselves up to advance a runner. They're trying to drive him in as well in the process. So I don't expect him to shorten up and just try to hit behind the runner here.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there's one down.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
Throws to first in time. So now here's the DH, Jonathan India. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there in the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Man on second, 2 down. Right side, Hernandez gets there, he's under it, and makes the play, and that's out number 3. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And this is... And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Masataka Yoshida. Miller back to work. That one fouled off. Yoshida, 31 years old, and he took home a Gold Glove in 2024. Kicks and fires. That one hammered center field. Rodriguez going back to the running track, makes the catch. Now it's Devers at the plate. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
That's towards center. Walker moves towards it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Tristan Casas. And he was nowhere near that one for strike 1.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And he hits a ground ball right side. On to first. That ends the frame. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Mariners 1. In Seattle, and now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. And a pitch. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
0-2 now. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. The pitch. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Duran sizing this one up. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And there's one down.
Wow, what a catch. That was awesome. That's a catch because he had to get up for that one. And, man, that couldn't have felt too good coming down. But an excellent display of athleticism and, more importantly, a big play to save extra bases.
The Red Sox up by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch is outside.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
The other way. Throws to first in time. Now the left fielder, Jordan Walker. And a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
At the belt and fires. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. One left for Seattle, and they trail it here 2-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, John Curtis.
Now, number 37, John Curtis.
Manuel Valdez digs in now. And the pitch. And ball 1. Some activity in the Mariners pitcher. Up and throwing. The 1-0. Swing and a miss as that one was high.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
And that one is inside. The 2-1. That one missing inside. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Left-hand hitter waits. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Hauls it in, and there's one away. So digging in, Vaughn Grissom. On the ground to the left, McKinstry. Throws across the diamond. And 2 away to start the 7th. So stepping in for Boston, Kyle Teal. Line drive, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Story, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Bounced up the middle. Fires to first on the run. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, he did all he could at short to try to make an amazing play and almost got it done, but good hustle down the line, and that's it. An earned infield hit.
Alex Cora turning to the bench for a new hitter. Roman Anthony looking for a big hit with 2 out, runners at first and second. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. That one felt good, and they add to the lead. It's 5-1. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat. I love the approach as a pinch hitter right there. Don't let him steal a strike on you just because you're coming in cold off the bench. If you get something to handle, jump all over it. And he was on that one. That's a big boost to the dugout.
So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Brad Hand.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And now, Jarren Duran. Swing and a miss. Here comes a pitch. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Yeah, that's a little bit high. Yeah, the count 1-2.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
And now it's 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and the inning is over. Sox get 3 on the homer. It's now 5-1. Staying in the game on defense, Roman Anthony. He'll be the new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. And the pitch. Right through there for a strike. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. That gets down for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Willie Adames. That's in for a strike.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
The M's down by 4 late here in Game 4. And the right-hander deals. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. That one is gone.
Oh, that one got the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
McKinstry in the box again, takes a strike. Liner, base hit. And that turns the lineup over. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Stone Garrett. 1 for 3. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. Headed for the plate. He'll score. Back within one. It's 5-4.
He was all over that one. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
So the tying run at second. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And the righty deals. Sets him down looking. Clip the bottom of the zone with a curve for strike three.
Man, he had a stanky leg on that one right there. That curveball just locked him up.
And now Alex. And here's Kenley Jansen. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And now here is Julio Rodriguez.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Trying to hold a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. And that's off the inside edge. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Got him looking for the strikeout. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3. Nolan Gorman up next for the Mariners. And that one fouled off. Garrett at second with 2 down. Swing and a ball popped up. And that will fall. Here comes the throw. Not in time. He's safe. And a run comes in to score.
Comes through with the RBI. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
That clips the zone. 0-2 now.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Bouncer to second. Grissom tosses to first. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. They get 4 runs on 5 hits. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. A.J. Minter. Now the number 2 hitter, Masataka Yoshida. And here it comes. Just missed. And there's the strike.
Tried to stay back for something off speed. Good job of elevating that 97-mile-per-hour fastball up and out of the zone.
Just missed.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far. He doesn't look anxious at all.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Puts it away for the out.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Fouled off. He was late. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. One down, base is empty. That one misses, and it's 1-2. Wouldn't chase that time. Next pitch is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Tristan Casas Up next. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. A gigantic blast. That's his 4th home run of the series. And now they're out in front. It's 6-5. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. It's really impressive how he's able to take an outside fastball, get around it, and hit it with authority to the pull side. Most guys are popping up weakly to the opposite field.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Tristan Casas. That misses the zone. Ball 1. To the right side, Gorman. In plenty of time to first. Play is made, 2 out. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Manuel Valdez. Well struck, right field. And it hits the fence. Around first, digging for 2. And now he's out, trying to get back. The huge turn backfires, and that ends the inning. The Red Sox pick back at T-Mobile Park, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now for Seattle, Vinny Pasquantino. Fall off foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swings through that.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just
dives, and he can't hang on. Well, maybe that will end up getting him going.
Yeah, he really simplified there, kept his shoulders square to the plate and wasn't trying to overswing. I think that's the key for him to have success through the rest of this series.
The pitch. That one misses. Now 2-0. There's a strike.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Way out front for strike 2. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Anthony on the move, heading back. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Willie Adames up next for the Mariners. Right through there for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Kicks and deals. Off the plate inside. 1-2 to count.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much, a low 2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
In the air, right side of the infield. Squeezes it, and there's 2 down. Down the third baseman, Zach McKinstry. And that one foul.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Out to short. They take the force out. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 8 full here in Game 4. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Mariners 5. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Gregory Santos.
Power slider guy, dude. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Now it's the second baseman, Vaughn Grissom. The wind of the pitch. In the air, right side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1. They moved the fences in here at T-Mobile Park before the 2013 season, but it's still regarded as a pitcher's park. It can be pretty tough on hitters. And next for the Red Sox, Kyle Teal. Swinging a foul straight back.
T-Mobile can be tough on hitters because there's less room in the outfield. So a liner that would be a hit in another park might just get caught. The most reliable way to score, hit dingers.
1 down, base is empty. That one the other way. And that'll get down for a base hit. Trevor Story up next for the Red Sox. He's already homered here in this one. And a foul ball. Santos, in his 4th year, he features a slider, a sinker, a 4-seamer, and he works in a changeup. The shortstop takes the ball.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. To Adames, that's 1. And that's 2. 1 hit in the... And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Stone Garrett. And he deals. And fouled off. One-run game, bottom 9. And the count 1-2. The pitch. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the tying run is on base here in the bottom of the 9th.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
It's through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Just a simple ground ball the other way, but had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Really important at that coming up now.
Rodriguez in the box now. Takes strike 1. Nobody out. Both the tying and winning runs on base. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. When you get into some hot water, jam, tough spot,
and it falls. In comes the run from second. It's 6-6.
Huge moment for him and his team, dude. You know, some guys just grip it a bit too tight. In a big spot like this, having a chance to tie it up in the bottom of the 9th, but he didn't let the moment get to him. Comes up with the RBI knock, and now he's giving his teammates a chance to walk this thing off with the win if they can push across another run.
Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. He goes down looking. So he needed a strikeout there, and he got it. And now we'll see how they play it defensively.
Yeah, now they can move the middle infielders back a little bit, get into double play depth, and look for a ground ball and roll it up, get a big double.
Rips one to right. Base hit, that'll do it. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Mariners walk it off in Game 4.
Well, the postseason, there's...
One-run game here today. Your final score.